like our main hyper portion. Here's in the key of G, and we're playing the same. So I'm now going to play it in the key of G, and we start here at string 2, fret 3, on a D note. Now if you follow your little sheet again, the one that Setchkin always has at his feet, he probably does now, is that you'll see that in the key of G, the D is at string 2, fret 3. That's a D note, 2/3. And if you start on that D note, that is the 5th in the key of G, the 5th note. And that, of course, coincides, as it would, with what we just played in C. We started on a G, which is string 3, open. That's a G note. And that's the 5th, if you check that. That's the 5th of the key of C. So everything just corresponds, one key to the other. So for this, you're going down on D. And it's a couple techniques in this. That's why we're doing it in 2 keys. You'll notice that I'm playing that D, but I don't want this E to sound. I don't want it to be, see, that's not, you want that note to stand alone. So I'm deadening string 1 with the fleshy part of my finger. I'm going, see, and I can hit this note, I can hit string 1 and not have it interfere, as long as I've got it deadened with my finger here. So I just want you to go. And those notes are going to be the same thing. It's going to sound like the alphabet. It's going to be D, C, E, A, G, and then E to a G chord. Same, just a different key. If you mix that in with a strum, you go, excuse me. So, and that's in the morning, that part, when we get to what's called to a C chord. So I want you to practice this. Just the melody of that song, and then work it in with the strum, the same as you did the last one. Now, here's a little pick exercise that you can do in this. You're going to make it sound fuller. See, I'm picking this in 1A and A, which would be 16th notes. 1A and a, 2A and a, 3A and a, 1, 2, 3, 4, count it as 1A and a. And I can do that through all of these. It's a good little pick exercise for you. You would just play it. So that gives you a little way to fill this in at some of the thin spots. The other thing you should try is sliding into this. And also when you get up here to this, see when I have this A, the open string 2 for this B, I then put my finger down here at string 2, fret 3, string 1, fret 3, excuse me, on that G note, because I don't want to be playing string 2 and 1 together, because it's an E note when it's open. When string 1 is open, it's an E, and that's not a sound that we want. That's not a chordal note. Chordal note is a G, B, or D, and you're playing an E, which is the 6th in the key of G, and it doesn't sound, that's what it would sound like, say. But if I have the G there, it's acceptable, but not what you want. You actually want the strings, if you're going to play strings with that, your chordal part would be on the strings above. You want to try to hit 3 and 4, strings 3 and 4, because open strings 3 and 4 are both part of a G chord. So you would want it to be, See, I'm above, I'm not down here. I'm playing strings 3 and 4 on that. So I'm going, and I'm putting strums in between. And that's a different approach on here, right? Because when we're up into these heavy strings and these weighty strings, say strings 6, 5, and 4 very quickly. And so you get this real kind of muscular back, you have this muscular backing because you have these heavy notes. When we're down here, it's all thin notes. Now I'm working my way up there, but it takes all that while. So I'm going to do another video, short video. We did it last night as to how to make that sound a little more fuller instead of this real thin, this string 2, this real thin B note that you have here that sounds like it needs a little more heft. So you can give it a little more heft, and we'll do that in the next video. Right?